right, we are live.
All
Woo!
right.
Ah, man, every week I have to go on there and update the member scroll, and I forgot to resize it and shrink it down to fit the screen because it's too big when I put it in there. And usually don't even hardly pay attention to that. I'm sitting there doing other stuff. I looked up and all I saw was the name scrolling, and the glass was like half off, and I'm like, crap, I was in a hurry this week. So I got it done. All right,
No
man. We've
worries.
got a lot of folks in here. I know Y2K was here way early today. It said some, or no, I mean, yeah, bro. YKB, I meant. No, man, I lived that horror
You,
Y2K.
you knows,
Uh,
bro.
yeah, we got Sugar Kitty, we got Becca Mud Tramp, we got Crazy Ann. We've got Bourbon Syndicate. That's Prof Rusty. And then we got you, of course, and Jimmy's Random Content, Whiskey Nose. Man, we got, I'm not going to be able to hit everybody. Deland Robbins, I see down there. So if I miss you, I'm sorry, but we'll get to it. Guess what tonight is? It's a halfway mark giveaway.
Halfway mark giveaway.
Halfway mark giveaway. We are giving away either a full bottle Nancy picked Still Austin, or if you want something different or whatever, we can send samples or whatever. But that's the listed prize is that Nancy Fraley pick from Still Austin. Go Lonnie, how could I miss you? It's rigged. That's why. Oh, and there's Marty from Whiskey Nose. All right. Uncle Surf, how's it going? Been sipping on water. I already have bourbons poured up over here, but let me go ahead and do this right quick. If you haven't done so, it doesn't cost anything. Please take a second and just slap that little like button for us. It really helps us out. But tonight's top, well, it's not really a top 10, right? It is a 10 bourbon list, right? Last week we did Jefferson's bourbons, and this week, because of the new one that came out, and I do have some of it, we're doing Old Forester. So the first one, though, we're going to start here, is just the regular old Old Forester 86 proof that you can get on the shelf, and I'm going to put that in there. I will warn you, a couple of these tonight have numbers in them, okay? So if you see, and I'll copy and paste, just make sure you're not putting like an L or something for a 1. I'll point it out. I'll let you know when it's a number. But
Gotcha.
yeah, we're going to start off with this one. And we're going to walk through 10 of them. I didn't include everything they have to offer, of course, because they have way more than 10. But got that done. Anyway, there we have it. Now we're going to do the halfway mark giveaway after probably about 8:20 tonight.
Okay.
Yep. It'll be after the put me in, and we'll try to get through all these hashtag spins. So what are you sipping on?
Little Glasgow 1770 to start out with.
Okay.
Little lighter proof scotch. No peat.
I'm starting off with Old Forester 1870.
Oh, okay.
So
I have a couple. I'm going to go to those here in a minute.
Yeah, I've got. I went back and I took all my old glasses. So a long time ago, long time ago, I had this as my logo on a glass. It was vinyl, but it doesn't hold up through a lot of washes, and I didn't want to put the stuff on it because it makes a haze on the glass. So I didn't stick with that. So this is the oldest glass I have, and this is the 1870. Then I've got this throwback glass from back when I was acid etching.
Yep, I got one of those.
Yep. So that's going to be the 1897. And then this was from when I did the documentary film shoot out in Franklin, Kentucky. That's Walnut Grove Farms, where he procured all of his grains. And got that little Glen there. Then I've got one I got for Christmas from one of my kids. It's has a BB on it. It's a Glen.
There you go.
This one's 1910 and the 1920. And then the newest one, this is the logo glass, the latest and greatest, has the 1924 in it.
Oh, nice.
So
I'm interested to see what you think about that one.
Yeah, but I'm also waiting. The person that gave me the sample, and I, full disclosure here, I've got a 4 ounce. He gave me 4 ounces of it here.
Dang, that's awful generous.
So yeah, Old Forester 1924 10 year, and so I poured about an ounce in here,
Hmm.
but I'm going to wait on this one. One, because I want to walk through all these, and then I really want to compare it, to the rest of
Hmm.
the line. And that's why I'm not doing the Statesman either, because the Statesman is the same mash bill as the bottle and bond. It's just lower proof, and it's not
Gotcha.
bottled and bond, right? So they taste a lot alike. It's just one of them's weaker. The Statesman's a lot weaker.
Hmm.
So I'm going to walk through the row and then get to the 1924. Oh, and by the way, I have a picture of it. The 1870 has the red ribbon on it.
Hmm.
The 1897 has the green, the bottled and bond one. The 1910 is blue, and that's that old fine whiskey. That's what they call it. And then the 1920 is that teal color,
Hmm.
on there. And
Yep.
then the new 1924, I think is purple. I think that's right.
Yes, I believe so.
Yep. So there you go. And I have a mix of the newer and older, so you can tell which ones I like more. I like the 1910 and the 1924. Ship can now drink. Oh, 21 months old. All right. So I'm going to start with the 1870 here and slide these back. Oh, and I've gotten all these little bamboo lids too, so
Hmm.
that
Yeah,
helps.
I got a couple of sets of those. Those are nice, especially in the summertime when it's so warm out. You don't want you're not drinking it real fast, but you don't want everything to just evaporate right out your glass.
Right, and they have the rubber seal on there, so I was able to pour
Hmm.
these up right around 6 o'clock, and just put the caps on them, and then they were sitting there waiting on me. And they do allow it to open up a little bit but it's not allowing too much to escape.
Yeah. Oh, there's Fulton's. Fulton's a member for 3 months.
Yes, sir. He's been off and on, oak bomb. Okay, but I'm gonna. Yeah, that's good to hear. I'll keep that in mind when I go to try it there, Marty. But yeah, I'm waiting until at least 7:30. The person that gave me that has a pre uh, doing something, a program thing he's got to
Gotcha.
on, and he won't be able to join until around 7:30 or so. So he's going to chat when he comes in, and then I'm going to try that. We're going to try it together.
Yeah. I watched Marty's review of that, and from what he was talking about, it seems to be, as far as my palate, would probably be closer to the 1910. It comes
Probably.
off of that more of that oaky profile.
Hmm. I mean, I like some oak. I mean, I don't know about bomb, but it depends. It depends on
Hmm.
whether like the Garrison Brothers.
Mm,
Sometimes you can get those and those, but they
oof.
have a lot of that bitter in it. A lot of the
Yeah,
tannin come out of the wood,
exactly.
and I don't like that as much. But I've had some pretty oaky stuff that I like because it was different than that.
The better stuff from them that I liked was, shoot, probably 3 years ago now, something like that, 3 or 4, and it was, no, maybe even 5, but it was really good. I mean, I had a couple of bottles that was really tasty, and then it started getting real funky and oaky, and I'm like, no, it's just not even close to what the last bottles were like, and I just
Right.
stopped buying it. I haven't bought any in a long time. I did get a sample recently of the was it the Cowboy Bourbon
Hmm.
from Carlos Whiskey Corner, and just kind of solidified my thing that it's Garrison Brothers is not for me.
Yeah.
It's just it's too oaky, and yeah, it's got an odd little funk to it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
for me.
I'm with you on that. People talk about Jack Daniel's funk, and they'll talk about the wild turkey twang. That some of us
Yeah,
love wild turkey, and I don't get
I love Wild Turkey.
a twang off of it or anything. And then Willet, people get it in their head that all Willet tastes like that crappy pot still stuff, but
Yeah, no,
but
it's different, but it's still Willet has a different, definite little kind of an odd note to it to me.
mm,
Even like the Noah's Mill and the Rowan's Creek, and you know, they're not all. I guess they're all basically Willet product, but
Mhm.
they have an odd note to it for me. Hey,
What's up,
Kathy.
Kathy Bates? Yeah, I think I heard my dogs barking out there. I may have gotten a delivery. I don't know. I ordered the nosing kit because we're halfway through the
Hmm.
quarter, but I ordered two of them because Kathy Bates, as a uh, allocated elite member, gets a nosing kit. So I'm about to put one together for her and get that
Cool.
sent out.
Let's see, I don't think I've got. Yeah, I do have one. Hmm. You know what I might be able to do with the for the halfway mark winner. Instead of a Nancy pick, I may be able to get one of the blue corn.
We
I
can, but
think,
it's up.
yeah, it'd
I
be
mean,
up to them
when's the Nancy pick coming out?
every month.
Every month. I mean,
Yeah, she has one every
I know we've
month.
been saying that. I mean, we'll cover whatever. I'll PayPal you, the stuff, and then
Oh
we
yeah.
can get it sent out. But it just depends on what they want. And I will say, the Nancy picks are really good, and that blue
Mm.
corn was really good too. I mean, it's whatever. You can have
It's
a box. You
yeah,
pick.
it's different. Now the blue corn's getting harder to find right now. I mean, because like I say,
Yeah.
it's a limited release
Hmm.
and it's a limited time slot. Like the red corn and the what was the other one? The high rye bourbon. Those are all gone. There's no more left on the shelves anywhere.
Right. Yeah.
I looked around for almost a month trying to find uh, Stanley one of those and
Mm.
could not find one. So I just said, well, I guess was the blue corn work? And he said, yep, that'll work as long as a sample of the red corn falls in with it. I said, hey, no problem.
There you go. Yeah, and that might be an idea. A bottle and a sample. A little 1 ounce or something.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, because
oh,
they're all
excuse me.
different. I was watching who was it last night? Mash and Drum, and
Mm.
he had sampled some of those the high rye, the blue corn, and the red corn.
Right. Let me get this. We're about to spin this thing here in a minute. I was just going to say what we were playing for. Now tonight is the halfway mark giveaway, and we call it the halfway mark, and I put quotes around Mark because Mark is the co-host. So everything, most everything ships on the halfway mark from him. But we cover it on the
Hmm.
channel and send the money and all that. So yeah, it's up to you now. The halfway mark giveaway is for the only way to enter that is with either super chats or stickers or whatnot. But anytime someone does a donation to the channel, you get 10 entries per dollar. But before anyone does anything, stop. Don't hit that dollar thing. Any entries we get right now goes for the next one. The next one is in April 25th. So just saying that the wheel is set. It took me about 40 minutes to set that wheel. That's why I can't take entries on the show because we have a lot of them. But after I spin this thing, I'll show you all the wheel. The regular quarterly drawing never costs anything to enter. That's where we do the hashtags and all of this stuff. But um, you have to be present to win if you're not a channel member. On the halfway mark, you do not have to be present to win because we're not going to take monetary
Hmm.
donations and then make you show up. We'll track you down if you win. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and share this screen. And goodness gracious, it does the settings thing again. All I have to do is open the settings and close them. Anyway, StreamYard giveaway tool. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Oh, I haven't seen Lori tonight. If it lands on me, and I have two entries in there, one's on Facebook, one's on YouTube. The next winner, it doubles those entries. The major zero. Congratulations.
Nice.
And that is worth 20 entries to the quarterly drawing. And they get progressively more each time. I'm just making sure that if we have anybody new that hasn't been here before, that they understand the rules and know what the heck's going on so they can have fun. All right.
Only half of the time, Kathy.
Hashtag. And there's my alarm going off. See how good I am?
Hmm.
Yeah. if I could get over this allergy junk, it would be great. All right. So the next one on the list is Old Forester 100 proof. And this is not the bottled and bond. Now that is a 100. So it's OF 100, OF 100 to get in on that one. All right. And these are usually ones you see on the a little bit lower shelf down in the liquor store.
I just poured this one, so I don't have that one.
Yep, yeah, and I don't have that one. I didn't hear good things about it. I bought the Statesman, and I don't really care for it. I'd rather drink the bottled and bond.
I think last year's version of that was better than this year's, but I don't
Mm,
have a bottle to compare it to because
right.
I I sampled out some of it and finished off the rest of it.
Oh, speaking of things changing, someone brought over a bottle of Henry McKenna 10-year
Mm-hmm.
from 2 years older than mine or newer. Mine was 2 years older. So we thought, well, let's give it a shot. Let's taste them both and
Yeah,
see. Way different, way different.
yeah.
The older one was sweeter, not as much different. I won't say not as much different finish. The newer one had a it didn't have that leather finish, to it. I mean, you have to dig for it in that
Yeah.
it's not a heavy bourbon, but yeah, I like the older one a little better, but the newer one was fine. But side by
Mm.
side, I preferred the older one.
I think the one I got's a newer one. I don't remember. I may have got it like toward the end of last year.
It's funny how you remember smells and tastes and stuff, and you'll taste of something and you can't put your finger on it, but you're like, that's different, you know.
Yeah, yeah. There's been quite a few whiskeys recently that I'm like, I don't know about that. It's just kind of odd, and there's some
Mm,
weird note. You can't put your finger on what it actually is, but it's
yep.
it's odd. You know,
Mm.
Usually it evolves back to a taste for me. Like a certain taste, and I'm like, what the heck is that taste? Which you should actually relate to the smell because most of your taste is smell.
Yeah, well, they're right there together. Yeah.
Mm.
And holding your nose. Have you ever seen them do that where they plug their nose and they
Mm.
give them blind and they blindfold them and they have to take these little plastic spoons and taste of something and tell you what it is?
Yeah.
So they let them all taste things with the blindfolds on, but not blocking their nose, and they get a lot of them right. As soon as
Yeah.
they put that clip on their nose, they can't taste anything hardly. They can't discern ketchup from mustard, and I mean it's that bad.
Dang.
All right, I'm moving on to the 1897 bottled and bond here. Uh, I'm doing them in order, almost just damn near order of preference for me
Yeah.
from this series. So
Are you saving? Are you going to save a little bit in the snifter for the when you get to the last one
I'm going to
to
save
go back to?
a little bit of the not the 1897. Or I drank all the original batch one. I don't think the 24 is even going to be close to those. I'll save a little of the 10 and the 20, the
Okay.
1910
Okay.
and 1920.
Yeah, that would be the comparison I would be interested in there.
Yeah, because that bottled and bond's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
A
I
lot
like
of
it, but
have you noticed that about a lot of the bourbons now? They're leaning more toward that sweet profile.
yeah, and it's kind of pissing me off a little bit because I like a drier bourbon sometimes, but I think
Mm.
the majority of people like sweet. They
I
you
like
know
a
I don't know.
hint. A hint of sweetness in there. I don't like it dry enough where you take a sip and then you immediately want to get some water or whatever
Hmm.
because it's drying your mouth out.
Yeah, but yeah, I know it's weird because we sweet and dry in context is just opposite of sweet. It's like
Mm.
it's not sweet, but the sweet will dry you out before the dry will dry you out.
Yeah, yeah, I can kind of see that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's pretty good though.
yeah, the Old Ford, the King Ranch is it's changed a little bit now. Uh, now that it's getting down past the shoulder a smidge.
Yeah. Yeah, that Mike Brock. We I tried that, and man, it was okay. But 1920 for me is a superior bourbon,
Yeah,
and I hate screwing up my 1920.
yeah,
And
I'm
that's the
with
way I
you.
look at it. I'm mudding down my 1920, and I don't like doing that. But
Yeah.
uh, my buddy, he loves it, and he bought the label, the front and back label, and
Oh yeah.
the paper, that goes around the top. You can get them off of if you go to eBay or whatever. You can find people selling those things.
Yeah, or on Etsy or something.
Hmm. Yeah, and you don't even have to sweat the label off. You can just leave it on there and stick the new one right over it.
Oh, there you go.
And use it as your guide. But if you get it off a little, you're going to see the edge of it. But
Yeah.
just be careful. Yeah, for a change, it is. But I don't want to caveat back up. I don't want to take a bottle of 1910 and 1920 and like mix them half and half in a new bottle with the 1915 label and kill a whole half of a bottle that way. I don't
Yeah.
mind pouring them a little together every once in a while, just
Yeah.
to remind myself of the flavor, and just try my best to get them half and half and then go that route.
No, Fulton, I hadn't seen that.
Eminem Super Bowl commercial of the Rings of Comfort. No, but if it's going to be on during the Super Bowl, I will see it, unless I'm in that bathroom right quick.
No, it's not as sweet as Southern Comfort. Best I
Mm-mm.
can remember, it's been many years since I've had any Southern Comfort. But that stuff's really sweet.
What's the secrets to the minutes on my timer? You mean
Mm,
the alarms that go off to let me know I need to spin? Is that what it is?
supposedly, Mike. Just to keep it on track as far as time wise goes, Kwani.
Yeah, I
So we
just said it.
fit everything in.
Yep. That way, because we get to talking sometimes, and we have my alarm has gone off, and if I don't get these in every 10 minutes, then we don't get them done. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's to make sure that I don't lose track of time.
he did ask 3 times. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't either. You don't want to burn the bacon, so you set a timer.
There you go.
Overboil your eggs, whatever. That's what it is. But we're going to go ahead and spin this thing now because it is crawling up on time, and I would kind of like to get out of the way a little teeny bit early because of the halfway mark giveaway.
Hmm.
And after I share the screen and we do this spin, then I will show you the wheel. But good luck, everybody. This is worth 25 entries to the quarterly drawing. Boom, Deland Robbins.
Oh, there we go. On his birthday week.
All right. And let the confetti die down, especially on the birthday week. All right. No numbers in this one. All right, here we go. This is the one I drank first. This is original batch. So it's OFOB.
Okay.
Kabam. And again, if it lands on me tonight in any spin, we will spin again, and that next person to win gets double entries on whichever one we are on. So,
I don't think I've tried that one.
oh, it's pretty good. That's the one I had at first. It's a lower proof. So it's a good one if you just want to go to it's a 90. So if you just want to have like something to start the night or whatever,
Hmm.
it's a
Gotcha.
pretty good little pour. I like it. There's the alarm. Oh yeah,
I
I'm going to
gotcha.
show that wheel right quick. Let me do that. I'm going to share the screen. and go to this one. And here it is. It's
Dang.
pretty full. There are 4,050 entries. I don't know the individual, like number of individual people, but I think it's about 15 or so. I don't quote me on that though. So, but that's what we're up to looking at later when we go to do that spin. It's one spin only. So I'm going to do the shuffle, 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 and boom. And good luck, everyone whose name is on that wheel.
Heck yeah, y'all. Good luck. Had
And
to get with one of us.
yeah, and they can email me, and I'll coordinate, and or give them your info or whatever if they don't already
That'll
have
work.
it, or if they already have yours, they can just contact you directly.
There you go.
And I'll put that scroll up later with if you win, contact Bourbon Bounty.
Hmm.
Oh, so, okay, Fulton. All right, I'll take a look at it. Just not right now.
Yep.
But Old Forester. Other than that, I've really, really, really wanted to get my hands on a birthday bourbon, and I think for me, with all the hype and everything around everything,
Yeah.
it is in my top 5 bourbons I would like to get my hands on. And some of honestly, I don't really. I mean, I'm not saying if someone tried to say, "Oh, here, I'm going to give you a bottle of Pappy," of
Yeah.
course I would be ecstatic to get that. But
For
on a
sure.
hunt, I'm looking for specific things, and if I ran across a birthday bourbon, I'd be like, "Darn it! I was going to buy 10 bourbons, and now I can only get one." you know,
Yep.
but something like that. But now I think but the last time I found the old rip, they wanted $1,200 for it,
Yeah. I'm not paying that
and
for
I'm not
anything.
paying that. I would like to get like the Eagle Rare.
Oh,
I'm not
double.
necessarily talking about the double Eagle. I'm talking about like the 17.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I mean, of course, I would like to look at a bottle of Eagle Double Rare, the double Eagle Rare.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, Mike. The 22 release was better than the 23 of the birthday bourbon.
Yeah, I just haven't been able to get my hands on any of it. So,
No, it's a lottery draw at the distillery now,
yeah,
and you have to actually go to the distillery to pick up your bottle. Like, oh, geez, kind of rough if you live in California or something.
yeah, it is. Hell, it's rough on me, and I live right here. It depends on what time of
Yeah,
year we do it.
I forgot when it is. I think it's toward the fall.
Hmm.
I don't remember.
I was gonna say it's somewhere around fall. It's fall drop is when usually they do those.
I don't think it'd be worth it, but I don't know. Never tried one, so I
Now, and
can't say.
I'm actually gonna get one of those old elks if I can get my hands on it. The 4 grain,
Hmm.
if I can find it. I'm just talking about bourbons that they're not that expensive, under 200, but they're out there. But that's not the ones I'm talking about. I can't find, or would
Yeah.
get a second mortgage on my house to get a bottle or whatever.
No, I'm not going to spend that much on any kind of whiskey.
No. Oh man. All right, there. That's the last one I'm going to drink it all of, and then I will refrain on these. I'm watching the clock here, and I'm just going to take a few sips out of each of these. So this is the 1910
Mm.
and the 1920. Now, what I may do is try to save enough that I can dump them together. And if I taste of the 24 and then go back to them, I may dump them half and half just to see how a 15 stands up.
Yep.
But I'm gonna start with
Yeah,
the 10.
that might be what they did for the 24.
Ooh, that is caramel on the nose right there. That 1910 always makes me happy when I smell it. It's a good caramel cream, on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. And it's a lot more subtle. It's more butterscotch forward on the tongue, especially after drinking those other two Old Foresters.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's like a Werther's or something. You know.
Yeah, I agree, Mike.
Oh yeah, the E.H. Taylor barrel proof that would be a good one.
Yep.
But if I had an opportunity at a semi reasonable price to get like a William Larue or something from the antique line, I'd probably. But the CYPB is one of my favorite pours. Yeah, past because I like it better than Antique 107, but of
Yeah.
course it's way more expensive. But yeah,
I got the 107, and it's okay. I
yeah.
mean, it's not worth everybody freaking out over it. I didn't think.
No, it used to be cheap. We used to be able because remember it had the screw top on it, the little plastic
Yeah.
screw top on the Antique 107.
Yeah. Oh, I showed Jimmy. Let me show you. I was working on this one barn, cleaning it out and actually taking some of the barn wood off of it, and I found a bottle when I was in there. It was this one.
Oh yeah,
It's
corn whiskey.
McCormick,
Yep.
but it's just it says it's a 30 months old, 80 proofer.
Yeah. What was that? What was that movie that she goes? What was it? He said, "Oh, he's so many months old." It was a kid, like a kid that could get up and run around, was sitting there breastfeeding, you know. And
Yeah,
he said, that's 5 years, something like that,
yeah,
I forget the movie or whatever, but I thought that was funny when I saw it. Thrash, what's going on? Names,
yeah.
nobody.
It still had the
Indian
original
beer.
cork in it. All the whiskey had evaporated out of it though,
Oh
or
yeah,
they had drank it before, and
yeah.
the cork just sat there and slowly shrank a little bit. So I pulled that out and I searched through my cork collection and found this one over here and got that one stuck in it.
But it's a good decorative item to have on a bar.
Yeah. Well, actually, Jimmy had sent me a sample of McCormick's, so guess where the sample
Aha,
is now. I
kabang.
poured it back into the jar it should be in.
Oh,
Well, it's
I'm gonna
not
slide that
not
one
that
back out
old,
of the
but
way so I can save some of it. Boy, I love that 1910. I like the 1920 is my favorite, but man, that 1910 has a good, like I said, just a caramel kick to it. It's a
mm,
butterscotchy caramel. It's
I
really,
like
really
the
good.
20 better.
I do too. It's got far more notes. The
Hmm
1910 is a little flat footed, but and it's good. But
It comes off as a little oaky for me.
oh, the 1910,
Hmm
huh? I didn't get
20 comes
that.
off a little sweeter.
Hmm.
Mm.
Definitely sweeter. Got a heavier punch to it and more complexity to it.
Yeah.
But similar. But I like the proof on the 1920. Uh, the 100
Yeah.
was it 15? Yeah,
115.
115.
Yeah. Yeah. The
And
proof is
the
better on it.
yeah, the 1910 is only 93 proof. But yeah, I mean, I like them both, but I'm
Yeah. For
anxious to
just a
try
few
that.
bucks more, the 20 is worth it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And I always try to keep them all, but I try to keep the three rabbit holes, and I try to keep a lot of the wild turkey stuff, and I try to keep a lot of the Beam Suntory stuff on the shelf.
Hmm
Just because that's the journey. I'd like.
Yep.
I need to. I finally got another Jefferson's Ocean sitting up here somewhere. The only reason I bought it is they had it on sale for under $70. Oops. See, this is why I set an alarm. This is why I set an alarm, because we get to going on this stuff and I forget. So here we go. We are going to do this, and good luck, everybody, on 30 entries to the quarterly drawing.
Excellent. Good luck there, Fulton.
Boom. Uh-oh. That is a plus 30, plus 30 for Major Zero, and we are going to draw again. I don't let the confetti die down on a second win.
Cheers, Thrash. And Cindy.
Mike Brock.
Nice.
Now they're going to get progressively bigger, so they go up by 5 until it gets to the number from 2 to 1, and it goes up by 10. So it's the next one's going to be worth 35 entries. Put it that way. All right, let me reset this.
I'm gonna have to get my exhaust fans in here pretty soon.
Oops, I forgot to put the harsh tag in front of it. All right. So the next one is the Bottled and Bond. I just put bib on there. So
yep.
OF bib. And there it is. Tried it second. It's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. And then, but I like this 1910 and 20. Well, depends on what mood I'm in. I think I prefer the Bottled and Bond just a little better than the 1910. And then, but the 1920 is hands down, my go-to out of these.
Yeah, that one, when it starts getting, bottom third of the bottle, I usually pick up one, so I have a backup for it. That's the good thing with that one, though, too, is you can pretty much always find one pretty much anywhere you go. Any decent liquor store is going to have most of the Whiskey Row series.
Yeah, but a lot of times, like, you'll get there and you'll see the red, the green, the blue, and you won't see the teal. Or there'll be like one, and you grab it right quick because that's the one people gravitate to. They buy the 1920. Yeah. And yeah, so and people started doing the 1915 too, so they'll grab, a 10 and a 20 now a lot. But
to have something different here from
we had
Mike's suggestion.
Yeah, I was going to say I did a bourbon tasting here in person, bourbon tasting over here, and a lot of people showed up. I had eight around the table, and I had standing room only for me, and because I had everyone seated over there, and I have laminated things, where it's the American Bourbon Association wheel, the bourbon wheel, so it gives you the notes, like suggested notes, and expands out from the middle and gives you more detail around it. And then I have laminated like bourbon A, B, C. We do a semi-blind on it, and then they use dry erase markers to mark all the stuff down, and that way I can just take a paper cloth and just wipe everything off and use them over and over again. So,
heck yeah, recycling, baby.
Yeah, but stuff's still laid out over there. I was just looking at it, and yeah, that 1920, man, I can't wait. I've got a few more minutes here before he's going to show up, and as soon as he does, I'm gonna pull that glass out, and I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, I'm about to get up here in a minute and find something else.
What's the proof on the 1924?
I think it was right close the same as the 1920.
Okay, because he didn't write it on here. But I could Google it right quick. But is Sugar Kitty? Yeah, Sugar Kitty's here.
Sugar Kitty's in the chat. I bet he knows.
Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't. I mean, I have a picture of the bottle coming up, but I don't want to confuse everybody.
Turn a phrase.
Oh,
there,
yeah.
Sugar Kitty.
Actually, the pins I got, and on that plastic that we have, the laminate, paper, the plastic. It works pretty darn good.
It's only 100 proof.
Okay. All right, 100 proof. Cool.
Slackers. They're slacking on us. Come out with a new one and drop it to 100. Come on.
Yeah, well, 100. It's a lot of people consider 100 the
sweet respectable.
Spot. Yeah.
Yeah, 100 to 115, right in that range there. Anywhere in there would
Mhm.
be all right. So,
I'm trying to measure so I can keep these going about half and half. So I need to take another sip of that lower proof one. So, but I don't care for Old Forester. Ah, okay. I think
yeah.
I got them half and half now. All right. It should be five
Excuse
more
me.
minutes, and he should be here.
Okay.
I told him I'd wait on him. He got to hurry. I'm going to have to pour something else. Well, I can always pour a little bit more, but it's like milk and cereal, right? Trying to pour two
Mm,
bourbons exactly the same. Oh, I got a
mm.
little more in that one. Oh, I got a little more in that one.
Yeah, that's how I end up shaving all this off. I'm gonna trim a little
Mm.
over here, and I'm gonna trim a little over here, then back over here. Before you know it, just it's all gone. It looks like this.
Yeah, yeah, I can always sip them back down. Let's see here. You know what's funny to me is the 1910 at a
Hmm.
lower proof is slightly darker. Let me make sure I'm looking at this right. I'm trying to get the background the same behind them. No, they're about the same. Yeah, it's about the same. But man, at certain angles, it tends to lean just a tinge darker. I think it's because it may be a little redder,
Uh,
coming through on it. But I don't know what that would be caused by. But it's yeah, it's kind of weird. But I like the punch from the 1910. Is it? Is it? It just says old fine whiskey on it.
I always thought it was double oaked.
Oh yeah, this double barreled expression. Ta da! There you go. Bam. Yeah. Kabang.
Now, if you want really dark double oaked expression, get you a Rebecca Creek.
There. There you go.
That puppy's dark.
Yeah. Yeah, and I bought that. I've been getting the shoot brain fart. The old not Old Forester, the Woodford Reserve. Dang, I got Old
Yeah,
Forester on my mind. Double oaked, but
yeah,
I used to be able to get it for I don't know $7 more than a regular Woodford Reserve, and they're starting to up on the price.
yeah, yeah. The good thing about the Rebecca Creek I got recently is that they've upped the proof on it a little bit. I mean,
Mm,
granted, I think it's batches, certain barrels
right.
really, but I had one, it was 123, and then the next one was like 124, and the last one I just picked up was like 128 point something.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Mm.
it's a really good one.
All right, we are getting down close to. Oh, glad you got that in there because we are getting real close to spin time. Mm. As a matter of fact, we're there. I see Gumani jumped in there right in the nicks of time. All right. Yeah, that's Spanish. Yeah. Oh, do you have any of it available?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's always on the shelf down here.
Giveaway tool. Come on. There we go. Good luck, everybody. This is worth
Well,
35 entries to the quarterly drawing.
like I say, it's always on the shelf, but I've heard rumors of it might be going away. I'm
Whiskey
not sure.
Corner.
Nice, way to go, Carlos.
Yeah,
Got him in there.
that's one I need to pick up another bottle of and don't open it. Just keep it if they're going to quit making it because
Hmm.
it's so unique.
Yep.
I'm not saying it's like the best bourbon ever, but man,
No.
it's a good molasses flavor and it's just unique. It's a good one to
Yep.
have around.
I like it. I kind of call that an exploratory kind of whiskey, because you can sip on it, you come back to it in a few minutes later, and you pick up a different nose and a different flavor. A couple
Hmm.
more minutes later, same thing. You add a few drops of water to it, and it changes it again. It's an interesting whiskey.
So they call this one the Old Fine. So I just put OFOF. Old fine
Okay.
whiskey. And notice how they spell whiskey on there too.
With no
It's
E.
no E. Yep. No E.
Oh, you don't get it? No. Oh, sorry about that, Mike. Dang.
Yeah, it is. It is
Mm.
good. But like I said, but it's a really good one to have on the shelf because if you want to juxtapose some things to side by side,
Mm.
it's a good juxtaposition from Norm. It is 7:30. Hopefully he shows up quick. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pull this glass up here and smell this stuff. Woo! That is a nose there. I smell the oak coming out on it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okie dokie. Oh, let's see here. Stick this back over here. Over here. No, with that. Try to figure out something to grab here, something different. Yeah. Ah. Gotta go with Old Faithful.
That is pretty good stuff, man. What'd you drag out?
Ah.
Is a Taylor? Yeah.
Yep. You get a little pour of that one. Now that I can actually find it around here occasionally.
Oh, I got to drink a little more than 1920. Darn it.
Don't make me twist your arm now. Hey, cheers, Ben.
All right,
See,
half and half. Here we go. I'm gonna 1915 this thing.
Yes, sir, Mike. Just a small batch. It's just a good one. Good. I mean, if you can get it fairly often or you're fairly reliably, it's a
Yeah,
good daily sipper one.
yeah. It's pretty. I mean, it's even one that you could start someone new to bourbon on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's only 100 proofer. Bottle and bond, and shoot, it's a. I guess I would kind of call that one like your classic bourbon. It's got all your classic bourbon notes in it, and it's not weird and odd stuff going on. It's just straight up good whiskey,
Yeah,
kind of like a 101 turkey or something.
it pretty much lost. I had it in the tasting over here.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, I had it. The hell did I have? I know I had the Thomas More, the finished in the port wine finished one. But I had, damn, what the hell did I have? I had the
Hey, RB.
Duke, the regular Duke, not the
Mm.
Grand Cru, but
Ah,
just the regular old Duke, and a lot of people liked it.
yeah, it's definitely an easy sipper one right there.
Yeah, very easy, very easy. So, but the Thomas More one won, but that was an unfair advantage. I mean, you're getting a finished bourbon compared
Mm.
to two bourbons that really aren't trying to punch you in the face.
Yeah,
You know.
and I kind of
Oh,
like a bourbon
RB
that's
is
not
here. He
trying to
put
beat me
QF.
around the head and shoulders.
It's OFOF. Mm. Yeah. I mean that 19. I'm not saying the 1915's bad, right?
Yeah.
But I like my 1920, and so But it's good though. I mean, I don't kick any bourbons out of bed. But
Yep. There's definitely a few bottles over there that I don't hardly pop open anymore, or if I do,
yeah,
it's very seldomly.
well, and that's why my 1870 and 1897 haven't been replaced in a while. They still have the old, where the labels kind of looks like it's stamped on. Yeah, because this is the old style. It's got a little slant, to the original batch there.
Yeah.
And it's a darker, more, age looking label. And then the
Yeah.
new ones, of course, are stark white looking, and then they just print it,
Mm-hmm.
down in there somewhere. Come on.
Yeah. In a little.
Where? There it is. Old fine
Yeah.
whiskey. But yeah, and my 1920 has been replaced several times since I bought all, because I bought the whole row, and then
Mm-hmm.
you know which ones I've been drinking.
Yeah. Me. I finished off the 1910 one a while back, and I just haven't picked another one up. I like the 20 better, so
Oh, was that Whiskey Uncensored that did that? Oh, that's RB put a
Mm.
Q in there. Yeah, yeah, he
Yeah.
got it
They
right
they
now.
both did.
Okay. I think sometimes Whiskey Uncensored does that on purpose.
Oh yeah.
And
That's all right though.
if you just if you're here and you haven't done so, please take just a minute to go down, or a few seconds is all it takes. Just a second to go hit that like button. Doesn't cost anything, and it really helps us out. Helps us keep giving us good stuffs away. New logo on the glass. I'll go ahead and highlight that right quick. A little bit tighter, a little bit smaller, and a lot more engraving in the logo itself. So a little bit tighter engraving on there. So took about the
Have you
same
thought
amount.
about Have you thought about doing that in reverse, like making an oval and then engraving everything but the bourbon bounty
I thought
to see what
about it,
that looked
but
like?
those take about a little under 3 minutes to do per glass. So it's really not that big of a deal. But
Mm.
it's my wife's laser engraver, and she's kind of particular about it. So I'm kind of at her mercy sometimes. I give her the logo, she sizes it, sets everything up. It's like, I took over the 3D printer. Well, she took over the
Mm.
laser engraver. It's like, this mine. Don't touch it.
Oh.
Okay.
All right then.
Oh, the 1897. Yeah. Well, I think the 1910, we didn't even have it around until by the time we got it here, it was the new label, I think.
Mm.
Because I've never had an old label of a 1910. So, and the 1924 just came out, so it's going to match
Yeah.
the newer. Mm. Hey, we're waiting on Shoe Man Foo to show up. Come on now. I'm about out of bourbon over here, and I'm drinking a 1915. I need to try. I may take a sip. We were going to try it together, but I can't hold up the whole thing for it.
Yeah. Now you're gonna have to pour you an extra little tiny slash of the
I
10 and
I
the
can do
20.
that. Yeah, well, I can, but yeah, and that's why I left the 1920 glass open. I didn't mix.
Gotcha.
I mixed it into the one I had the 1910 in to make the 1915. So if I do
Yeah.
pour a little more 1920, it was in this glass.
There you
So
go. So now you
left
can
it
just
in.
grab like your 1897 one and pour the 1910 into that. And then you have
Yeah,
the 10, the 15, and the 20 to compare to the 24.
this one's just about gone. The 1915. But now I'd get a new glass if I were going to, because I'm trying to really see what the differences are. But before I do that, we're going to spin before the alarm goes off here, right quick. Hello, Art
Cheers,
by
Sparkle.
Sparkle. And we are about to spin on the hashtag OFOF. Good luck, everybody. This is worth 40 entries to the quarterly drawing. The big 4-0. Jimmy's random
Jimmy.
content. Jimmy's R. There it is. All right. Let the confetti die down. Set the next one up. All right. And then I'm going to try that 1924. And there's the alarm right there.
Pretty good timing.
All right. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I remember now. I was like, what the hell did I call that for? So this is the 1920 Prohibition style, and I'm gonna put that down here. It's OFPS for Prohibition style, and this is worth 45 entries. What's up, Jerry J? And yeah,
Nobody.
let me try this 24 now. It's got a heavy oak on the nose for sure. I poured a little more of it too. You can see than I poured those other ones. It's interesting. It is interesting. I'm not saying it's bad, but I am getting a lot of oak off of it. But it's not bad. It's not bitter at all. It's not the tanniny stuff. It's actually pretty darn good. It's not as sweet, which is delightful. Try that again. Yeah, it's not near the sweetness as any of the other four. But I don't care for the finish on it. It's not hardly. It's short. It's just gone.
Dang.
And I'm getting everything on the tongue. And it may be because I'm chasing these. That 1920's got a longer finish on it.
Yeah. Well, you would think that they would work on it a little bit. But they're going to release something new. At least make it pretty dang good.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm dissecting it in my mind right now. But the even that 1915, the blend has a longer finish than this 24.
Yeah. Well, maybe they're just working with it, and they'll get it dialed in here in the next batch or two.
Let me tell you something about this though. It has so much. It's so wood forward on the nose. I'm almost picking up a cedary note with that, with the nose. Yeah, it doesn't come across on the tongue like that at all. But
yeah,
it's a punchy nose on this thing for sure. A lot of wood punch to it. Not punch, but punch.
So kind of like Marty said, it's kind of an oak bomb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I'm trying to focus on that finish. You really have to focus on the finish. The finish is dainty at best.
Oh, dang. Well, at least it didn't fall just straight off a cliff, Hits the mid palate and then barely hits the back palate and goes whoosh.
Yep, that's pretty much right. Yeah, and it's like I said, it's a little dry than the other ones.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I can see that, Mike. And I don't know what they charge for it. I would
it's over
not.
100.
What's that?
I think it's like 115 or something like that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I may get a bottle of it just to have it sit there.
Yeah.
So I can complete the series or whatever. But I would not spend that much more than a 1920 because I think the 1920 is better.
Yeah, it's definitely more than the 1920 cost.
Yeah, I mean, if it were $60 or something like that, I don't know. I would be hoping more for.
Mike said
around
MSRP 115.
Damn.
Plus tax.
All right.
So you're talking over 120 out the door.
No. See, I would expect to get 2 bottles for that.
Yep. Well, it's new,
Watch. It'll.
Yeah, it probably will drop
It,
down here
it'll,
next year. Well, who knows? I mean, they actually may raise the price on it next year,
I don't
because
know. It's
they
growing. It's
raised on
growing on
everything
me.
else.
The more I sip on it, because you have to go back. You have to keep getting that third, fourth sip.
Yeah.
And I'm picking up a couple of little things. Yeah. Um, but it's still not drawing me back. I mean, there's nothing
Mm.
wrong with it, except for the price. But the 10-year aging on it, though, yeah. Yeah, the bottled at bond where the cost should be. Yeah. Actually, yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, I think it would be comparable more to that, the 1897 than it can't hold up to these other,
Mm.
the 1910 or 20. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to keep trying it. Well, too bad that he couldn't make it before I really tried it, but couldn't wait. Couldn't wait.
That's enough of that one.
He the
Be a little
coach. He may have gotten held up.
back.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is just not much to it
Hmm.
except oak.
Dang.
And I keep trying to go back to it to find, you know, I, I think it gets lost. Now maybe
Hmm.
I'll try it like tomorrow or something. It'll be the first sip I have of the day, and I'll try that. But if that's the only way, if that's the way I have to drink $115 bourbon, is like I can't drink this what I would
Yeah.
consider superior flavors coming through. If I can't mix and match them, I have to drink it on its own first. Then is it
Yeah.
really holding? Is it really standing up?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it didn't get better. Yeah. I
Yeah.
would not. I would not put water in here either. It would be gone if I put a drop of water in here. It would be gone. The
Dang.
whole flavor profile. Well, except for the oak.
Yeah. I'm sure the oak would still come across.
Hmm.
Just watered down oak.
Yeah,
Wet
about
swamp
it.
water.
Yeah. Well, I tried it. I tried it. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I
Well,
hate
yeah,
he
it's a good
paid.
thing, to be able to at least try it.
Yeah, I hate he paid that much for it though. Yeah, water may make it worse. That's what I'm thinking. It probably would. I certainly wouldn't put water in that much because then it would just taste like unsweet tea
That's no good.
or
I mean, hey,
Splenda.
I'm down here in Texas. I got to have some sweet tea.
Gosh, it is
Granted, I do put
very.
a splash of lemon in mine, but
Maybe that's what this needs. A splash of lemon.
splash of lemon. Oh, oh no! My
Yeah.
goodness,
Hmm.
that would be rough.
All right.
There we
I
go.
have to. I have to see. Let me see if I can get a drop. That's all I have is one drop in this cap. Oh, I saw it hit. I saw it hit. And there's such a little bourbon. I'm not going to put any more than that. Shaky shake. And it didn't really hurt the nose at all.
Hmm. I was hoping it might bring a little more notes to the nose.
No, it really didn't do
Oh
anything.
goodness.
I mean, I put it may have even been a half a drop, but I only had a little teeny, you know, bit left
Well,
in there.
not even half an ounce.
Yeah. It was enough for me to just
Oh,
wig. All right, what
that
time
might
is it? Oh, I got to spin. I got to spin. I was like, gosh.
Marty would be Marty would be proud of my Newport now.
All right, good luck, everybody. This is worth 45 entries to the quarterly drawing. Boom, Gandy Road.
Nice. Oh
All
wow.
right.
That's so good.
Now, and there's the alarm going off. Look at me. I am on it tonight. And we are going to get to that bottle giveaway here shortly. But the entries are already set. Now, this is a 10, the numero 10 that I'm about to post. So this is the one we were just talking about is overpriced. And I just put 10YO because it's 10 years old. So, but that is a 1 and a 0. An error occurred. No, it didn't. Oh, maybe it did. All right, I'm going to post it one more time because an error occurred going to Facebook. And I'm not getting an error now. Yeah, sometimes it does that. There's a hitch. What's that?
Nothing.
Oh, sometimes it'll, I don't know, connection glitches or something going to Facebook. So,
yeah. That's because Facebook is weird.
Yeah. It got all Zuckerberg.
Exactly. the Zucker trolls were going, hey, what's that? Oh, wow. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. All right. So 10-year-old, and then we'll move on. Now the rest of them. There's one in here I really want to get my hands on, but I have no idea how much it costs. So I didn't look up the price because you can look online and it kind of gives you an idea of what they go for.
Well, you can look on and see what the MSRP is, but on some of that stuff, it don't make a difference what the MSRP is.
Oh no,
you'll never see it at it.
Like I look at, like, if you just go on Google and say buy whatever, then it'll show you that scroll of what if I could order in North Carolina, which I can't. It would show me what I would pay.
Yes, Candy Road. It's quite tasty. Holy crap! It's very nuanced. Wish I could get it around here. I poured a Kilhoman.
Oh yeah. I saw the
Yeah, it's Kilhoman, but it's finished in a mezcal, and it's a 55.2 proof, or no, ABV, so 110.4, and it does not drink at that proof. And dang, it's just so smooth, and it's got to be one of my favorite distilleries nowadays. This Kilhoman.
Man, that's disappointing.
Luckily, I got a sample from the Moose, and wow, he's gotten some good stuff up there with the Kilhoman. I wish I could get it across the border from Canada to here, and they would sell it down here in Texas or other places. But down here, I'm only seeing like the Chinook and the Mackier Bay. But dang,
they're gonna make me pour an Ardbeg.
Well, I mean, compared to bourbons, some of this stuff here is just the nose is completely different. You get so many other things coming across on the nose.
It definitely is different on that Ugadal.
Oh yeah, that one there. That one smacks you upside the head.
That tastes like somebody's burning a cow.
Burnt brisket ends.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly, Marty. Oh man. I mean, it's got a little bit of color to it. Not a lot, but it's got some.
Yep. All right. What am I pouring now?
Man.
Ooh,
it's one of those you just sit around and smell for a while, not even drink it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna see. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Hang on. Yeah, I gotta pour. I gotta pour some Ugadal.
Well, you can pour that in any of those Glens, and it ain't gonna make no difference.
It's not gonna make a difference to the Oogie. The Oogie is not gonna mind.
Yeah. Oh, it's Manny McKenna. Yeah, that would probably stand up real well over anything you had in the Glen too. But the Oogie, yeah. That'll just slap down whatever was in that Glen and make it wish it was Ugadal.
Well, this reminds me of eating good barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna pour a lot. I'm just gonna pour a teeny bit.
Yeah. Oh man.
I do not keep it on the bottom shelf because I don't differentiate. I keep it off screen. You know, you can't see the scotch.
The Scotch and the Irish are hiding, huh?
They're hiding. Yeah. Oh, the smoke. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm. Wow.
and the what kills me is the color. No, this is darker than the one you were drinking, but by a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit. But the color on
quite
it
a
is
bit.
still quite light. And when I taste it, I picture like black with barbecue sauce and
Exactly. That's the cool thing with a lot of the scotches that I found. It's and they hold up to a few drops of water or some ice or something like that. Even at
Mhm.
lower proofs. Unlike a lot of the whiskeys and different bourbons that I've had. You get 100 proofer and you put a little ice on it. It's like, oh well, this is water now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got a little caramelized water or something. It's like, oh come on, what the heck?
Now this one here,
That's why you got
man.
to go with something like the Wild Turkey 101. At least it's got enough proof that it can handle a little bit of ice or something like that.
Well, this is the one that it doesn't have any of the iodine flavor, the
Oh
medicinal
no,
flavor at all. It's sweet, sweet smoke,
no,
like a good meat smoke is
yep,
what this is.
heck yeah,
Mm, I really enjoy it. All right,
I do too.
hmm not all the time, but that bottle lasts me pretty good because I drink it when the
Mm,
mood hits me is when I drink it,
there you go.
and it
Old
just
Forester single barrel blue label. I don't know about that one.
single barrel. Oh, it's I have one coming up. Well,
Oh, okay.
I don't think I put the single barrel in the lineup because I had to pick 10. I picked the single barrel proof,
Ah, okay.
and that's the one coming up soon.
Yeah, Henry McKenna. I got one of those on the shelf. I just Henry McKenna is not really that impressive of a whiskey for me.
It's all
Even at
right.
even at 10, it's got 10-year old whiskey.
Yeah, and I like it. Okay, but that was the one I was telling you about where he brought the newer bottle and I had the older bottle, and
Yep.
they were just so different in
Yeah.
profile. And um, yeah, I can't. The older one was a teeny bit sweeter, I think.
Mm.
Not a lot. But I'm trying to pick out the differences. But that newer one had that, I don't know, drier lint. You remember we were talking about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not in your face, but I'm saying it's there that there's a little tinge thing I get every once in a while. And it's like when you go check the dryer and
Yeah.
the clothes aren't quite dry because maybe you had sweatshirts in there or something, and there's still that little hot damp, odor. But you've
Yeah.
gone ahead and cleaned the lint out because you're going to restart the dryer.
Mm-hmm.
And
Gotcha.
the
Mm.
aromas you're getting off that little task, that's kind of what I get in my head when I taste certain little flavors like that.
I'm always on the lookout for burnt leaf smell. That's one of those smells that just
Yeah.
sticks in your head. That burnt leaves. If you've ever burned leaves in your yard, it's one of those. I'm like, I'm wondering if I'm ever going to stumble across a whiskey that has that specific note to it.
All right, I'm going to highlight this. This is from Facebook over
Bakers.
there. Yeah, the Baker's 7. I mean that's Beam Suntory, and
Mm.
it's I like it. But um, that and Legent to me are on par with each other.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I like them
Okay.
both. I mean, like I said, I don't kick bourbons out of bed unless they come from Trader Joe's. That's the only one. Uh,
Yeah, we grabbed a bottle I have of the of a Beam product. It's a Beam Centauri product, and I actually got this, and a friend of mine flies the big jet planes, like over to Japan and stuff like that.
mhm.
And he picked this one up. It's called AO.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Suntory whiskey.
And
Yeah.
well, I mean, it's from Japan because you can see the back
Oh
label
yeah,
there.
yeah.
You ain't reading
Absolutely. Yeah,
nothing on
Suntory.
that one.
All
But
right.
it's a blend of Irish, Scotch, American, Canadian, and Japanese of each
Yeah.
distilleries that they own.
Yep. They
They
blend a
blended
lot.
it.
Yep. And so it's not a
And
single malt because a lot. I like their single malts
no,
because they went and studied. Good luck, everybody. This is for 50 entries to the quarterly drawing. 50, unless it lands on me, and then it's worth 100. Oh, it's Jimmy, but that's a plus 50. Plus 50. So here we go.
spin
We're
it
going to draw
again.
again.
Oh, are we doubling on the spins now?
Only if it lands on me because Lori's not here. If it lands on me, I'll spin again. Up there's a plus
Nope.
50. Plus 50.
Dang. Plus 50 for the
See,
land.
it can add up.
I agree, Mike Brock. It's the same thing with like the Eagle Rare too. Those are kind of some
Mike
bottles are
Brock.
really good. Some are
Plus 50. Man, we got to get this show on the road.
hey, sound like
Hey,
Oprah over here. 50 for
it's
you. 50 for you.
yeah, but it's about to quit because I'm removing them as they win. Big Daddy H.
There,
There we go.
there we go. Finally, your Big Daddy H gets some points on the night.
Yeah, I hadn't landed on me ever since I came up with that. Where I'm going to double the entries if it lands on me for whoever it comes on next.
Yeah.
It has never landed on me again.
Ah, jeez.
So, and I'm like, I thought that was going to be so exciting,
Yep.
it won't land on me. So, anyway, here we go. I'm going to set the next one up, but I'm not going to post it yet. But I'm going to get the hashtag ready because it's time for Mark to talk a lot.
Uh-oh. I ain't no good at talking a lot. But I
Because
would like to know what everybody's sipping on.
we are put me in time. Let's go. Mark, you're already in there.
All right. Thank you, sir. Let's see. I think, who was it back here earlier? Mike. I think Mike was joining me in a sip of that E.H. Taylor. But I've went past that one now and I want to just Kale Holman. What are y'all's preferences on whiskey? Hey, Eric. I mean, do you like more bourbons? Are you delving into some scotches, some peated stuff, some Irish, Indian whiskey? Like, was it Cavalon?
I got you,
Well,
Eric.
no, that's Taiwanese. But there's all kinds of different whiskeys out there.
Okay.
Slapshot drinks all kinds of different stuff. And Art by Sparkle, she drinks a bunch of different things. I'm gonna have to get her a sample of the Glenlivet, the Caribbean Reserve. Oh my goodness, that is such a sweet, tasty little Scotch. No peat whatsoever in it, and man, super chat, no sparkle. But don't super chat tonight though. Well, I guess it would go
You
to the
can,
next
but
one.
it goes toward the next one. Yeah.
Yeah, and it does get you entries on the wheel
You're
as
right.
well.
Yeah.
Mike's on an Old Forester single barrel proof, the 119, 129.2. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've had that one. Oh, Peter White. He's finishing Edredor 12. Now on a Friday at Fred's 4. Yeah, there you go. That's some good stuff right there. I've got a bottle of that. Both of those, actually. And they're both good. Edredor is completely different than the Friday at Fred's, though. Friday at Fred's is really good with a cigar. Yeah, good chocolatey barrel aged stout. Dang right. That Matter Familia. Oh my goodness, son. I have to say that's one of the best barrel aged stouts that I've ever had. It was that Matter Familia. Yeah, I'm with you, Slapshot. I haven't had any Japanese yet. Everything else though. But all in Sparkle, that Glenlivet is freaking tasty. Holy crap, it's good.
Hmm. Mike Brock.
There you go, Peter. That's what I'm doing too. I'm branching out. The last of 23, I started getting more into scotches and stuff. Ooh, Tullamore Dew. Yeah.
Tullamore do. Yeah, that's
Yep.
that commercial. All right. Well, let me read these off.
Jimmy.
Let me read these off. If I call your name, I got you down. If I do not call your name, I missed you. Just put me in again. I've got Mr. Great Shot, Big Daddy H,
Oh,
Gawani Ostinaco, Jimmy's Random Content, Fulton Mraz, Eric Gerhardt, Bourbon Syndicate, Names Nobody, Whiskey Nose, Gandy Rhodes, Jerry J, Delon Robbins, Steam Fire and Ice, Peter White, Major Zero, Art by Sparkle, Slapshots Roadhouse, Tater Dom, and Mike Brock. Okay, there's Kathy Bates.
no, Sparkle. I think it's like 40, $50 a bottle, maybe at the most. It's not very bad at all, but it's really good. Super easy sipper. I think it's maybe 80 proofish. 80.
Yeah.
It may be 92. A lot of their stuff is 92. That way
Well,
you don't have to chill filter it.
that is another thing I do like about some of the single malt scotches is they're lower proof than the bourbon, so I get to imbibe in more glasses of it.
Yep. But you still have a really good flavors. You pick up a lot of different flavors in the lower proof stuff. Whereas in a bourbon or something like that, you don't get as much flavors.
It's different flavors, though.
Granted, I agree with that. It's different flavors. There's more different flavors in scotches and Irishes than you find in most of your bourbons and just regular whiskeys. Like
you're
MGP.
Unless you do a lot of finishing, you're kind of handcuffed to what you can do.
Yep.
So,
and I'm not much into the wine finishes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Your port and Chardonnays and I like a wine on itself as a wine.
Now I'm gonna type this. I'm gonna type stop. Put me in because I think I've got everyone now. But from here to the end of the show, it still counts. If you get my attention though, because we're busy doing stuff. We're spinning wheels. We're doing all this stuff. Put it in all caps. If you type "put me in" from here on out, and that'll help me see it better. And Mark, you can help me kind of watch for it. If somebody pops up, because I could easily miss it in here. But we're going to go ahead and get this next entry in because we got to get to the bottle giveaway. This is going to be worth 55 entries, and it's OF barrel strength. This is the single barrel. It has a RB. All right, gotcha.
And Sugar Kitty.
Now this one has a tan looking label on it. So the ribbon. Oh, Sugar Kitty. Where'd it go?
Oh, I put it off.
All right, I'll here we go. Sugar Kitty.
Oh, Eric wants to ask you a question.
All right, let's see here. Well, I took it. God dang it! I was going to try to highlight it. Okay. Going back to that honey hole we went to and got the bookers if you want to roll tomorrow. Yeah, man. I think I'm supposed to be helping Lil Jay tomorrow. Let me check with him. I'm going to text him after the show, after everything's over, because we hang out a little bit backstage. But I'm going to text him because I'm supposed to help him move his TV because it's a 65-inch TV. It's not that heavy, but he can't do it by himself. It's just awkward.
Wide and awkward.
Yeah, wide and awkward. And so I'm supposed to swing by there and help him and then over lunch. So, but he also, because it was all rainy, he moved the U-Haul thing to Saturday or Sunday instead of Saturday. So I don't know now. Oh, I got RB. Okay. I got you, RB.
He's trying to sneak an extra one out of you.
You don't get it though. Because the way I do this, I use all the put me ins down here, and I add up all the points. Like if you get something from the top, I add it all together, and then I make my list, and I'll find it. Even if I accidentally write it down twice, I find it. But yeah, no, yeah. Let me check on that because I would like, even though it's $115 freaking dollars, I want to pick up the 1924 just to have the series. Uh,
To complete the row, the horizontal.
Console TV, yeah. What's that? Yeah, I can just complete the whole row series, you know. Yeah,
Heck
we
yeah.
had growing up, we had that big cabinet, you know, with the wood cabinet and the
Mm-hmm.
big the
Weighed
big TV.
500 pounds.
It did.
Jesus. Heck yeah.
Hey, and it
Ain't
had
nobody
the
running out the store with one of
click,
those.
click, click, click.
Yeah. Yep. I remember back in the day when I was the TV remote. Hey,
Oh yeah.
go change the channel.
Well, I think we had a remote. Now that one may have been not knob because I think Dad had a remote. He could turn it on and off and volume. I think he could change channel on it. But that
I
my
think you
little
still had
TV
to
in my
adjust the
room.
rabbit ears and stuff, though, to pick up the other channels.
Yeah. Yep. Oh man, that thing was
Yeah.
heavy. You would need a forklift to steal that thing quick.
Heck
Anyway.
yeah. Oh yeah. That's back in the day when your dad would holler at you, don't be spinning that dial so quick. He got on 3 and he wants to go to 23 or 12, and you like that
Yeah.
there, and he'd be like, hey, click, 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 click. Go slower. I'm
It
gonna
goes
tear the
slow.
thing up.
Oh, here's one for you. A picture of this: a little kid sitting cross-legged on the floor with his hand on his knee, with his hand on the knob.
Yeah,
Okay, next channel, click.
yeah. That's how you
Oh, it's
scan
that
channels.
commercial.
Yeah, exactly, Big
Oh
Daddy.
no, I don't like that show. Click.
Yeah. And he didn't have but about six or shoot, about 6 or 8 to choose from, pretty much.
Well, I see more people over on Facebook, so you can still put me in if you're over there, and we're doing the hashtag. So
Yeah, yeah,
hashtag, and
exactly.
you can enter the hashtags from Facebook.
Oh yeah,
It picks it
yeah.
up.
They show
It
up
picks
there.
it
I
up.
seen Eric. He's over there.
Yep.
I seen his chat. Well, I seen it on the stream here, but not on the
Mm.
YouTube.
Right, right. No, I meant the hashtags to the StreamYard giveaway. Yeah,
Oh, I got you.
because it comes into this stream and then it puts it in
Oh,
to
okay.
the stream we're looking at. And then it puts it into the giveaway tool. Yeah, big as a couch. Yep.
Yep.
8-track. Yep. Oh, that was another
Exactly.
thing. Dad, he had these trucks, and we never had brand new stuff, but we always had pickup trucks because we would take aluminum boat, put it in the back, and eventually pull a bass
Mm.
boat or whatever behind it when we got La Ti Da later on. But he had that one truck that had 8 tracks in it, and
Mm-hmm.
4 songs on one side, you flip it and you play the other 4 songs, and we had Waylon and
Yep.
Willie and all that. And I remember one time we were going down through there, and for whatever reason, he had to hit his brakes pretty hard or something, and all those 8 tracks came out from under the seat into the floorboard.
Yeah. 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 Heck, my first car was a '64 Chevy pickup truck.
Yes, sir. All right, we are. I'm going to go ahead and spin this one. I don't see any more coming in. We're going to speed this up just a little bit, but we got 3 to do. So let's go ahead and get this given away here. Good luck, everybody, on the barrel strength. And it's worth 55 entries unless it happens to land on me.
Oh, there you go, Big
Somebody's
Daddy.
Jerry J. First time.
Nice.
Congrats. All right. We're giving away a lot of entries tonight. Okay. Here we go. Let me set the next one up. We'll get it spun pretty
Yeah.
quick so we can get to the main event.
Trying to think.
I'll save one spin till after, but I want to get this one done. And then we'll do the bottle giveaway or whatever they would like to have. And we'll explain that again in a minute. But this is one I want to get my hands on right here. I didn't look up the price on it, though, but I would. This is a Old Forester President's Choice.
I've not seen that one.
I had another one in the lineup, It's called but it was a mix. It was a blend of bourbon and rye, and
Mm,
it's called something about a chef's collaboration.
okay.
And I thought it was interesting, but it's a blend of bourbon and rye. And I would like to try one of those as well. But
Yeah.
this one caught my eye, and I was like, "Oh, I'd really like to try that." Now I
Yeah, for
may be
sure.
disappointed, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Ain't like we ain't been disappointed before.
No.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, and of course, I want to try the number one. We
Well,
talked
yeah.
about it earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind a sample of that. That's kind of like one of those things where you're not going to ever see the bottle, but you'd still like to try it.
Yeah.
Like say King of Kentucky, you know,
Right.
uh,
So, yeah.
the was the Eagle Rare
Oh,
17 or the Double Eagle Rare or something
Heavy
like that.
beef. I got
You
to
want to
write this.
try one of those. If just like a 1 ounce sample, just to say
Right.
you could try it, and that way you know what it tastes like. That's one thing that's been so wonderful about this community is I've gotten samples from different people, in different parts of the country where they have stuff and see stuff that I never see down here in Texas,
Right.
and I get to try something else,
You
which is
know,
fantastic.
my problem is I would pour myself a sample if I
Hmm.
got my hands on a really really good bottle. I would probably pour myself a 6 ounce. I would fill one of. I have 6 ounce the little flask type
Yeah,
glass things, and I would give the rest of it away in samples.
yeah,
And
yep. That's
that's the way
that's
it would go.
that's the thing that's great about this community.
Yeah.
We can pass it on. I actually got this. It's amazing, unbelievable. You need to try this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, of course, I'd try it first, and then I would pour my 6 ounces, and then I would give the rest away in samples. Yeah.
Yeah. Or just keep the bottle on the shelf, and when people come over, they're like, "Oh, you got that? Yeah, here, try it." You
Say,
know.
well, yeah, I had that. Well, it looks almost full. Yeah, that's tea.
Yeah, that's Pappy Tea.
Yeah, it's Pappy tea, Pappy 23 tea.
Yeah, Eric. Texas does have some pretty decent liquor stores.
Yep.
Um,
Missouri's not bad
some of
either.
this. Oh yeah, it just some of the stuff that I never see down here. It probably shows up, but the people that are more in the know than I am, or are, I guess the allocated type member of certain stores like Total Wine or
Mhm.
whatever, they get dibs on those bottles.
Right.
Stuff like Stag and certain things I never see. It's never on the shelf.
Oh, and
Other
I'll highlight
stuff
this so people know
you
what we're
know,
talking
like
about.
that, you know, I'll see that kind of stuff, occasionally down here now. But
I might need
it's
to.
uh it's different. Every part of the US is a little different. It's hard for me to even get stuff shipped in if I wanted to buy something from other states or other countries. Texas is like, oh no, we don't do that, you know.
Yeah, if my parents lived, I'm glad they don't. But if they still lived in my old hometown, it
Hmm.
wouldn't be a stretch for me to go to Louisiana, but to look in some liquor stores there. But where they live now, that's a hike.
Yeah. Yeah, Eric. Yeah, I want to get that rice whiskey. What the heck is the name of that dude? I can't think of his name off the top of my head now. Has that the rice whiskey down there in Louisiana.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Uh
Shoot.
I gave Major Zero your address. You got some stuff coming.
Oh, well, thank you, Major Zero.
Yeah, I forgot to mention it to you.
Thanks, Adam. Awesome.
I've been
I'm
watching his
always looking.
videos. He goes
Melick.
and
There you go. Thank you, JT Melick.
yep.
Yeah, I want to try some of that. I mean, it's a rice whiskey. Yeah. What the heck? BT me
BT
lick?
music. Oh my god. Whiskey Uncensored. Oh yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, but I already knew. I'm glad you brought it up though, because I forgot to mention it. All right, we are at time. Let me spin this thing, and then we're going to do the bottle giveaway. So we are going to share the screen. Good luck, everybody, on the
Wow.
OFPC. This is 60 entries to the quarterly drawing. Sugar Kitty.
Nice. I don't think he's won tonight, has he?
Nope, not yet. That was it, though. He has now. Now, I am
Oh,
going to set the next one up,
awesome.
but I'm not going to spin it yet because it is time right after I get this done. All right.
Awesome Candy Road.
All right,
I'd love to try that. I haven't been. I'm fairly close to Louisiana. It probably takes me, I would guess, probably 5 or 6 hours, something like that, to get there.
Yep.
Eric's saying
Right.
his name's not in the spins. It should be.
Huh. Well, it can't show everybody when we get that many. It flashes some as it goes by.
Uh,
But I had 20 entered in that spin. So, there was a lot. Now, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to go shuffle, 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 and then I'm going to hit spin. And there we go. This is one spin and one spin only. This is for the halfway mark giveaway for today. The next one is going to happen on April 25th, 2024. Shuffle, 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 spin. And there's lots of names on here, lots of entries. And congratulations. So
I can't see
excited.
that at all.
Uh-uh.
Tick, tick, tick.
Jimmy's random
Jimmy!
content.
How
All
about that?
right.
I
All
believe
right.
I've got Jimmy's address, and I think he can get a hold of me, no problem.
Halfway winner. Let me write this down. Jimmy.
Congratulations, Jimmy.
Congratulations. All right. We are going to stop sharing that now.
Ben. That's
What
very
did we?
possible there, Ben. It's side
Oh,
chat thing.
side chat. Okay. All right. So now we're at the number one, and this is worth 70 entries to the quarterly drawing. It is the birthday bourbon. Now, I did not put these in, or I put them in order that they listed them on their site, right? So I just went through, but I skipped some here and there because I could only pick 10. They have a lot. So there it is, the coveted birthday bourbon.
Yeah, I would like to try a sample of that. I mean, I've never had any of those,
Me either.
but I,
Yeah,
I'm thinking that I would probably be disappointed with it. You
probably,
know?
but it's just the bottle, and you
Oh
want the
yeah,
sample. I want the damn bottle on my shelf.
yeah.
But just like, even though I know 1924 is sort of a letdown and it's $115, I'm still going to buy a bottle of it because I want the bottle on my shelf. I'm glad I didn't wait for. I think he may have forgot about tonight because we were going to
Oh,
try that together.
oh,
Yeah, Shoe Man.
Shiman Fu.
Yep, our co-voice actor.
Yep. How's that coming, by the way?
It's coming. It's slow going. I mean,
Yeah.
because right now I've got. I mean, work happens a lot, and I don't like working on that when I'm exhausted.
Come
I
on.
want to, I don't want to rush through anything. I want to take my time and I want to get everything right. We're doing a cartoon, so.
Yeah.
And we've got all the audio. I've got all of this stuff in. I've got everything I need. I just
Sweet
have to put
finish.
all the scenes together. Is all.
I got you, Jimmy. I think what I'm going to do for you,
Might
since
be
you're the
better.
winner,
Yeah.
I'm going to get you a bottle of this. right here. The Still Austin Blue Corn
Blue
Bottled and
corn.
Bond.
All right. Now that's
I believe,
we can see if that's what he wants, or
yeah,
if he.
but I think this one you would really like.
I liked it a lot.
It's not really a finished bottle, but it is kind of sweet, but not like cloyingly sweet.
Right.
And
No, I
it's
really enjoy the blue corn, and I still have a little bit in the sample you sent.
yep. And then I probably toss in a few other samples of different various things I have laying around here as well.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I was going to say. Is we'll talk offline about it, and if the
Yeah.
Nancy Fraley pick costs X and that is less, then let's throw in a little more.
Well, yeah. Typically at the distillery, you can only get the Nancy Fraley picks at the distillery, and they
Right.
run $90.
Okay.
It's flat out 90. That one at the distillery is 80, but I can pick up the road from it. Total, not total. Um, what is it? Twin Liquors. They have
Mhm.
one right up the street from me. They had one, and I can get it for like 72, $75, something like that.
Right. So we can throw in a few little things to go
Yeah,
with
we'll
it,
toss in a few
and
extra
yeah,
samples,
yeah,
and it'll work
and
out.
that'll bring it up to par.
Yep.
And we'll figure out what we're going to give away. Now, the next giveaway, I think since the Nancy Fraley picks come out monthly, we leave that as the mark, right?
Yeah.
And hey, if you want something else, we can send multiple samples. I can send samples. He can send samples. That type
There
of
you
stuff.
go.
Yeah.
I would lean toward that myself, just because you can try multiple different things. From bourbons and different whiskeys, MGP type stuff, Scotch, Irish.
Oh yeah.
Then
I mean, I can pour a
you know,
little Ugador in
it's
there if you want.
yeah, it's kind of unlimited as far as what you could try if you wanted to try that. Jimmy's more of a beer man, so
Yep. Now beer's heavy, so
yeah.
per
I got
alcohol.
a few heavy ones.
Yeah.
I'll send him some of that.
I'm talking about weight,
Um,
shipping weight.
yeah, I'll send him some of that Rebecca Creek. That's a pretty heavy one.
Yeah, yeah. That now,
A case of McCormick's.
Days of McCormick. Yeah.
I can hook that up. I got that
All
at
right.
my local store now. I just saw that week.
Uh-oh. All right. I'm going to go ahead and spin this thing because we are getting real close to time here. But we're on OFBB, the birthday bourbon. This is worth 70 entries. And I like to spin just a teeny bit early. There's my alarm. Dismiss. I got it. And here we go. I like to spin just a little teeny bit early just in case it starts landing on people. So we can, get this done on time. Tater Dom. That is
There we
that the
go.
first. That's the first. That's a good one to win.
Dang.
Well, that ended quickly.
Yeah, that's what she
Right,
said.
congratulations. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Yeah, that's what she said. And if you're still here and you hadn't done so, if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. It really helps out the channel. It's free. It's free to do. Hopefully you were entertained and you enjoyed the show, even if it was just in the chat and we really didn't do much for you. Go on ahead and hit it anyway because you like the chat. But I'm going to remove
Hey, some good people in chat, that's for sure.
for sure. I'm going to go ahead and remove some stuff from studio here, and it's just you and I left now.
All right.
Also, I do a short. It's short. It's about 30 minutes long. After the show's over, if you have my information, if you have me on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, just send me a message. We can bring people up.
I'm with you there, Guani.
Yeah.
I don't play lotto either.
Yep. But Guwani was
chance.
a big winner one week.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, I think.
It loved Guwani, and it kept landing on Guwani. Yeah. So, but the more people we get joining the stream and all, the less likely it is per person to get landed on, and all that type of stuff. And I know we had 1, 2, 3, 4 repeat winners tonight, but out of 10, we had 6 unique. So that's
Heck yeah, that's pretty
where it
good.
goes. And but with that, guys, we're going to sign off. And Mark, you can do your little catchphrase, and I'm just going to say adios.
Peace, love, and whiskey, y'all.
All right. Hope you
Cheers.
enjoy.